When I was 18 years old, my high school selected me to go represent our school at this leadership conference that was being put on by a motivational speaker by the name of Zig Ziglar. I was really honored to be selected, but a little nervous because I really didn't know anybody else that was going to be there. The conference was excellent. I learned a lot. And about a third of what Zig Ziglar's talk was based on the positivity and negativity when it comes to our friendships, those that we surround ourselves with. And there's a phrase that he said that I wrote down in my book, and it's something I've lived by throughout my life, and I want to tell it to you. He simply said this: show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. And that makes a lot of sense, right? We can think of people that we know that had this great future ahead of them, and they surrounded themselves with negativity, surrounded themselves with bad influence, and off they went, and they wrecked their life or changed their life. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. Now, that's not just a phrase well done by a motivational speaker. That's truth. In fact, it's biblical truth. In fact, there's a great proverb I want to share with you. This comes from Proverbs chapter 13. Again, the book of Proverbs, this great wisdom book of the Bible. I like to call it God's tweetable truths that are there, these short little nuggets of knowledge and truth and encouragement. And God says this about our circle, our friends. He says, walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. And you know that you can have positive influence around you, and it interrupts your negativity. It lifts you up, it encourages you. But show me your friends that are negative, and I'll show you your future. Or show me your friends you're going to talk to about your negative bad day, and I'll show you your future reaction. If you surround yourself with friends that pick on other people, if you surround yourself with negative friends that just get angry and want revenge, well, then I'm going to show you your future. Who is that for you? What friend do you have that just really isn't a good influence? A person who pushes you down and doesn't lift you up. If you've got a friend like that in your life, it's like a crab in a bucket. I read an illustration, never seen it live myself, but I read an illustration that said that if you put a couple of crabs, let's say in like a 5-gallon bucket, and easily those crabs could stand on each other and climb out of the bucket, you don't have to put a lid on the bucket. Because as one crab starts to climb out, another one inside grabs him and pulls him back down. And when you've got negative friends, they're going to drive you into negativity. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. But if the friend you show me is Jesus, well, then I know your future. If the friend you show me is Jesus, that great friend who's always there, who comes in, who shows you love, who shows you mercy, who shows you forgiveness, who shows you grace, well, then I'm going to show you your future. And it's going to overcome negativity, and it's going to give you peace. There was a magazine over in England, and they ran a contest of the greatest definition for a friend. And the winner was simply this: a friend is someone who goes in when the world goes out. And that's Jesus. He came into this world for you. Jesus came into his heart to forgive and love you. Jesus has always and will always be here for you. Show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. Surround yourself with great Christian influences. They're going to point you to your loving Lord. And when you do, it'll help you overcome that negativity which is in this world. Again, show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. So who is your friend that stepped in for you, that stepped up for you when you were feeling pressed down in negativity and just lifted you up into God's grace? Would you share that story of how they were that incredible friend to you in the comments below, and encourage others that we have good people like that out here in the world that can point us to Jesus? Oh, how great it is to have great friends.
If these messages are a blessing to you and your faith and you want more, we'd love to make it easy for you. You can just click this button right here to get connection to a YouTube subscription, or if you want these devotions right into your inbox, you can click right here. YouTube here, email here. Email here, YouTube there. Click both these buttons. We'll give you as much Jesus as we can because we know that Jesus is all that we need.